Hello guys. I turned 23 this week and I want to talk about some things I wish I knew at 22, 21, and honestly like 20, just things I knew before I turned 23. Personally, 22 was a really big year. I graduated college at 22. I moved away from like my family at 22. Got my first real job at 22, so a lot of things changed during my past year, and so I want to just reflect on like things I wish I knew, things I've learned, or even things like I've done I just think other people should know about. Some of this is just like honestly advice I have for anyone in their early 20s. I can't give you advice past 23 because I'm freshly 23, but I just want to give you guys advice, talk about some things I wish I knew in my 20s. I'm gonna kind of break this up in different parts, and I think the first thing I want to hone in on is college, because between like 20 and 23, you're in college, maybe you're graduating college, and everyone gives you advice, and it's all kind of the same advice in my opinion, but I'm gonna give you what I think is like actually good college advice. Make new friends. There were a lot of friends that I made my senior year, and it was girls that I always knew in college, but I guess we were just like all too shy or like nervous to talk to each other, and then we finally did senior year and we all became really good friends. Like I'm still friends with them now, and I wish I would have taken the chance to just like talk to them and be their friend earlier on in college. So make new friends even in your senior year, and don't stress about the upcoming change. I am such a person that like lives in the future and thinks about the what ifs and like what's gonna happen, and I wish honestly that I would have just kind of calmed myself down. I'll be honest, I got a job pretty early. Like I had my job that I knew I was gonna start. I got offered and I accepted my position like early second semester of my senior year. So like I knew basically the entire second semester of my senior year my job, and I was like very grounded in that. I didn't have to stress about it. But even if it's about anything else, like moving, what you're gonna do after you graduate, all of those things, stress about them enough, but not too much. Don't worry yourself out. Like, again, just take those moments as opportunities. Being in college is a once in a lifetime experience, and they tell you that while you're in college, and you're like, shut up, like, I know. But then you get out and you're like, oh wait, yeah, it'll never be like that again. And that's okay, but also just like make the most. Talking about jobs, because that is, in my opinion, the most stressful thing your senior year of college. First of all, look for jobs. Like, go out of your way. You're probably not gonna get a job that you think right out of college. Like you might, and maybe you had an internship and you got offered a job. Like there's so many different paths to getting a job out of college. Look for jobs, like start looking before May. That's my advice. I started looking actually in like November of my senior year, which is like maybe a little too early, but start looking, and also like network your butt off. Being in college, you are with career professionals. Like your professors half the time are a career professional in their profession. Talk to them about jobs you're interested in. Talk to them about if they know people you can talk to. Like go to job fairs, just network your butt off. You have so many opportunities in college to network, and I definitely took some of them, but I did not take all of them, and I like wish I would have taken more, because I think like it just would have helped me a lot with like what I want to do, because I've graduated college a year ago and I still don't know what I want to do. Like I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I want to do with my life. So don't worry if you're in that boat, because same, still there. But like try your best to figure out what you like and what you don't like, because every opportunity is a good opportunity. Let me get to that in a second. Let's talk about your first job out of college. It is so intimidating to be new. Just in general, I think being new is like so scary, and you have to make the most of being new. That's my first piece of advice. Make the most of being new and not knowing things, because it's easier to ask for help when people already know that you don't know. So like make the most of that and take that. Be willing to learn, and like be willing to be proven wrong and like fail, because you're not gonna fail, but like there are so many times still. Like I've been working at my job for I don't even know how many months now, and there's still things that I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's awkward and weird, but like if you just ask for help, people are so willing to help you. I mean, I can't speak for everyone's experience, but at least someone is going to be there and like will be willing to help you. So ask and fail and be okay with failure and get feedback. Oh my gosh, get feedback. Like feedback is everything. And also just know that if you don't enjoy your job, because I have so many friends that are older than me that have jobs and they quit after their first year of college. Like just so many people have had different experiences with their first jobs out of college. And I truly think this goes for even having internships in college. Like every experience is valuable, whether you hate what you're doing or you love it. You're learning something about yourself, because you could do something and hate it and it'd be the worst thing ever, but at least you know you don't want to do that, because that's knowledge and that's powerful. Like even those things suck sometimes, you have to take that as a, well, I still learned something. Even if it's not what I wanted, you learned what you don't want. I think that's really important. Let's talk about moving away, because I moved away after college. I live between like 4 and 5 hours away from my hometown, depending on traffic. I live in Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm from North Carolina. My sister lives here in Charleston, but other than that, like I don't know a ton of people. There's like a handful of people from my college that live here now, but moved here basically without knowing anything. First thing, if you get the opportunity to move, I think you should do it. Even if you're scared, even if you're nervous, even if you're 100% sure, or maybe you're not sure at all. Like, you graduate college and I feel like there's so many pressures as you get older, and while you're young, like, try stuff. I'm so grateful that I moved here because I've gotten to learn like more about myself, more about if I like it here, what I like in a city, what I like in like my home situation, my living situation. Like, I've just learned so much about myself, I guess, in that aspect. So I'm really glad that I've moved. Also, I think a big part of graduating college in general is just learning to be like okay on your own. Even if you live with roommates or you know people in like the town you're living in, even if you move home after school, like make new friends, try new things, and be okay with being alone. I think that's so big, and like I'm alone a lot, which is like good and bad, and I think I've become so comfortable with being by myself, and I think that's so valuable as a person to learn how to like be okay with being alone. Like, go to a coffee shop alone, go shopping alone. If you don't like to go to coffee shops and read, like go walk by yourself, just do things on your own in the light of day, because you need to learn like yourself, and you just need to learn to be okay with being alone, I think. Now I want to talk about just like early adulthood in general and like all the things that I feel like I've learned over the past year. Go for it. Whatever that means for you, go for it. Whether that's starting a YouTube channel, starting a small business that you like, starting TikTok, making new friends, going on dates with people, like just go for it. You're only going to be this young right now. Like, you're always going to get older. And I don't know, I just think there's something, again, so good about being young. Like, people, I feel like, always tell me like, well, try it while you're young. And I'm trying so hard to take that advice of just like trying whatever, because you're gonna learn. I don't know, I can't like stress that enough. You're gonna learn something, so just try it. Either it's good or bad, but at least you're learning something. This kind of goes along with like your first job, but like lean into being an early adult, a young adult. Like, lean into those aspects, because again, people almost expect you to not know things and expect you to like fail. I don't want to say fail, but you know what I mean? Like, expect you to not do as great as maybe other people who are older, and like lean into that. Because I don't know, that makes, when you do make mistakes, like it makes it a little bit easier, I think. Know that you're going to change so much. Like, the person I was graduating college and like moving here and the person I am now are like two different people. And there's so many like ways I could say that, because there's so many ways I'm different, but you grow in like so many ways when you graduate college. You're like learning so much about yourself, you're learning so much about where you live, your job, what you like to do for work, what you like to do for hobbies. Like, I don't know, I feel like I had hobbies in college, but I feel like I have more now because my time is more like concrete. Because I feel like in college your schedule is always changing, and you know, you might be like in extracurriculars and stuff like that, and when you graduate you're like finally in a very routine schedule, and you just get to like know yourself and your habits a little bit better. That's also really good, like habit tracking, knowing habits. Like, again, just like journal, girl, and go to therapy. The only other thing I want to mention is just doing things for yourself. Like, if you are someone who's always wanted to be healthy, be healthy. Like, do what you can. If you're someone who like lives through your Pinterest, do the things that you save on your boards. I'm trying so hard to like save things and then go back and actually do them. I've also always wanted to get into like workouts that I feel like I can do consistently that's fun, and I've just finally gotten into that. Like, there's so many things that I wish I would have done in college, and I think I put so much pressure on myself to do those things in college. But like I said, your schedule is so weird when you're in college. It's always changing, especially your senior year. Like, my schedule was so wonky. I never had class, and when I did, it was like so random. So just like, don't put pressure on yourself to start those things in college, but know that you have the freedom to do them when you graduate and you like have more time, or like more, you know, time for yourself. I don't know how to say that. That's all my advice. I have so much advice to give. I love to chat. I love to help anyone out. I hate like the feeling of not knowing things. So anyone I can give help to, like if I help one person, then I have reached my goal. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for following along and watching me, and I will see you very soon. Love you. Bye.